Changed nothing. He's still Jalen.
Do we add this to the bag?
We gonna add it to the back. We are right back, heavily opinionated. Wardrobe change and everything. We got right. You know what I'm saying? We're back. Breaking news.
I still got the same shit on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I still got the same thing on.
Wardrobe change for me.
That nigga got cold.
I
Hey.
got cold. And then I had to, you know what I'm saying, had to fit it all up. It's getting a little late. Can't let the waves just stay out too late.
Get
You gotta
wavy,
put the
baby.
waves to bed early. You know, low tide,
Oh,
high tide, baby. You know what I'm
let
saying?
them know how you get them.
The tide came in early tonight. And speaking of the tide, the roll tide, this just in. Y'all like that? Nick Saban has
Hey,
retired as Alabama's head coach. Everything I just said about Jalen Monroe, he's still gonna ball, but depending on the new head coach, that could change things in terms of if he puts up Heisman numbers and gets a win. But
well,
that's just
you
my
already
It's
opinion.
a
know it's probably gonna be
new
somebody from Nick Saban's staff. But what you about
That's
to say,
true.
Cooley?
The Nick
it's
got
a new
killer numbers.
dynasty, man. All great things must come to an end.
Yeah. Next we're gonna see Belichick retire. Next we're gonna have a Playboy on the next one so we can tap in with what he think about Belichick future. Because
I
we
think
also
if Nick can
saw
retire, Bill Belichick can.
and we just saw Pete Carroll too. That's another breaking news that happened a few hours ago. Pete Carroll's
Pete Carroll
stepping.
retired too.
He's stepping into like a. You remember Bruce? What was the dude that was coaching Brady for that 1 year in Tampa when he stepped back? Bruce Arians or something. When he took
Mm-hmm.
like a front office role. That's what Pete Carroll's about to do right now. An
Okay.
advisor. An advisor. So yeah, I think that's probably what Belichick would do too, as well. Just a advisor role.
I ain't gonna even lie to you though. I ain't gonna even lie to you though. When Belichick had other people in the office picking people, they had success. Now that he's doing the picking and he's doing the coaching, it's not.
Okay. I
But
don't need you to
I'm gonna
pick a
say this.
coach. I need you to advise.
I'm gonna say this. Doc Rivers, Doc Rivers, same shit. When he went over there and became the president of organizations over there with the Clippers, and he was the coach, they were struggling. Even though, I mean, of course, it's the Clippers. Excuse me, drinking one of these little carbonated beverages that got the apple cider vinegar in there. You know what I'm saying? A little
That won't
sparkling
name
thing.
the Vine name won't be mentioned.
But
He
you know what
had
I'm
it
saying?
covered. He had that junk covered. He said, I'm drinking sparkling water.
No, just letting them know. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no free promo. Ain't
Yeah,
no
you
free
covered it
promo no
well. You
more.
said,
We
just a
done with that.
sparkling
Ain't
water.
nothing free,
We
Randy.
done with that. They seen on even the water bottles I was drinking. I ain't had the cover. I ain't had that on there. No, we taking the plastic off. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no free promo.
Ripping
I don't
out the
even know.
plastic.
I don't even know who the jacket Cooley got on. I don't even know who the fuck they are.
Oh,
That's a cool
I,
brand. That's a cool brand.
Let me not
But
show the top. Let me not show the top of the thing.
let
You
me do
can't.
the
You
let me
don't
do
need
the
to see
rest of
the
the
brand.
podcast like this.
This the only
that's
brand
how
we repping. You
that's
know what I'm
how bad
saying?
I ain't putting niggas on. You feel me? That's how bad. But
Sex.
uh pause. But that being said though, um I ain't gonna lie. Personally, out of the two, and this is a good question I think that I would like to ask y'all too as well. I personally would say the Seahawks is probably going to look more like be more different next year than the Alabama than with the roll tide. And the reason
Nah.
why I feel that way is because I think that Nick Saban's head coaches, we've seen all of Nick Saban's coaches that leave, niggas go do something. Niggas go and be successful.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
I
true.
don't
Bradshaw,
know
Yeah,
it's an
you're
olive
right.
coaches
branch.
over there in the
You're right. You're
Seahawks.
right. Sarkeesian.
It's
Sarkeesian
a
just led
it's a
Texas over
coaching
there.
tree. Hmm.
Kiffin, Kirby Smart, much of everybody. Even Dabo, I think, was on his staff at a point. Everybody been on that man's staff. Billy Nate, the coach at Florida, he was on
You
Nick
feel me?
Saban's staff.
So
So
and
I
they
feel
leave
what
and
you
they do
mean,
well.
but they leave, but and aren't coaching at Alabama though. That's the difference. They go to programs that either are rebuilding or are trying to, like Kirby Smart came to Georgia when Georgia was like they were still decent, but they were going like what 7-5 or like 8-4.
We
You
were
know what I'm
going like
saying?
8-4, 7-5. That
Yeah.
was right
He,
after
you're taking
over
over. You're taking over a team
Smart
that
left.
just was one play away from back in another natty.
Oh, Mark Richt.
That's
That's
different.
after Mark Richt
Most
left.
of Yeah. He was right after Mark Richt. Most guys that leave Nick Saban go to teams that are either rebuilding or trying to be what they once were. Like when Kiffin went to USC, he's trying to rebuild USC to what they were, and then he left. Billy Napier, he's coming back. He came back to Florida. Dabo, when he went to Clemson, he tried to rebuild them. And he got them to where they needed to be. So those are just a few examples. There's other ones, Sarkisian and all these other guys. So I think it's different because when you get into Alabama, and you take that job, I think I had a conversation with this like recently. I remember having to talk about this. I don't know who it was with, but it was about when Nick Saban leaves, whoever come in, they were talking about it might be Dabo. He might pull back up because I think he went to Bama as well. He's an alma mater. He might pull some shit like that on some hardball shit. Pull up to his alma mater, try to coach it. And Dabo, that's going to be a lot of pressure, especially with your history against Alabama. What can you bring? How can you bring them right back to where they just were in the college football playoff, one snap away from? Because let's be honest, if Alabama had beat Michigan, they were going to beat Washington too. Shit, good. So you know what I'm saying. So
Cooley, you got something you want to say on that between
Nah,
the
I just
Seahawks and Bama?
I think well in the NFL, most of the time when somebody step down, somebody get fired as a head coaching position, you know, they try to go get the names that been floating around, you know, like the hot names. I can't really no name really jump out to me as a like in this moment, but yeah, and I feel like for Alabama though, that's gonna be like somebody in within that organ, like within that school, like within that his coaching staff. I think they might step up just for that this year.
I see what you
That's what I'm
mean.
looking at.
So
Yeah,
I
And they
think
might give him like
to
an interim
yeah.
position and then see if he could go long term, like if they still continue to see.
He might pull a
I
Brady
can
on
see
us.
that. I
Nick could
think
pull a Brady on us.
To Mel point, I feel like if you think about the success of all the other teams and the fact that they go to rebuild situations and they go and rebuild this fire ass team that is at the same stature or if not better than Alabama, you give them Alabama off the rip, then they just gonna go ahead and go do what they need to go do off bail. And they also have the opportunity now to connect with to still connect with Nick Saban. You know, like if I'm Kirby Smart and I'm coaching Georgia, I can't call Nick Saban. Yeah, we might go shoot the shit and we might play some golf and shit, but 9 times out of 10, he's not about to sit there and give me like, you guys should have did this or did that, blah blah blah, unless we weren't a threat as much as we are. You know what I mean? So I feel like now you can the people who left from his staff or whomever it is going to be next in Alabama has Nick Saban to call on, and that I think that's just going to make it better for a lot of people and for a lot of teams.
I see what you mean. To Cooley's point, I think they are going to go interim because the coaching carousel, what is it? They call it Black Monday. It's like the day after Black Friday. Like, what is Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving. And like that weekend is the last game for teams on your regular schedule. And then you go into your bowl games, conference championship, playoff, stuff like that. Then that following Monday is called Black Friday because that's when all coaches get fired. Teams that couldn't make a bowl game, teams that, coaches that want to just go to other positions, leave their jobs. So that was 2 months ago. So Alabama's probably like you said, Cooley, got to go interim because who they probably want, they can't get now because everybody's all taken up.
Or they could have been
the moves
talking to him
made.
already. He's not doing this. He's not waking up today saying, "All right, I retire."
No, yeah,
I think this was a conversation already. So that being said,
they already knew.
And I think they already said, well, what we'll do is we'll just go interim for that 1 year because we would let's not be in a rush.
You can't hire a head coach while he already there. So we go ahead, finish out the year. All right, we're gonna let everything go ahead and go play.
What
out.
I'm saying
let
is
the natty go, and then they could be already interviewing people.
But that's what I'm
But that's what I'm
saying
saying. But
though.
there's the pool of the best coaches are gone now. Everybody's got their jobs. There's not a lot of people right now left, unless you got a guy who's willing to bite that contract and say,
We don't
unless you
know.
got a
We
guy,
don't know.
because
But that's what I'm saying with
Alabama
the
got the
It's
interim head
boosters.
coach argument.
Alabama.
With the interim head coach argument, the reason I say that because I don't know, being a Georgia fan, we play them boys like every other year basically,
Y'all got him
and
this season.
we
Yep.
see them every time we go to a SEC championship. And if you watch Alabama, they have a formula. They have a formula. They have a system. So what I'm
Right.
saying is, it could be anybody. You plug them in with the system. They already got the talent. They got the recruiting. It's still Bama. That's what I'm saying. It's the way they operate is next man up anyway. And that's down the line. That's from quarterback, running back,
I
receiver,
feel like it go all the way to the
defense,
staff, to
all the way to the
offensive
staff. That's what I'm
coordinator,
saying. It's
defensive
next man
coordinators,
up.
to it's
So
next
that's
man
what I'm
up.
saying. Alabama not one of these Oregon Ducks or
Yeah.
Stanfords. Like they don't go after like the hot name, the you know what I'm saying? They go
I feel
after
like they
who
already
they
got
mess
something in
with.
their bag. I
You
feel
know
like they
what I'm
got something
saying?
already in their
They
bag.
probably been last showing and prepping they next head coach.
They
to
hired
step
him
in.
3 years ago.
Could
He
have
been on
been.
the staff.
Could have
That's what
been
you know what
type
I'm saying.
shit.
Like you're like, oh, you ready? Yeah, this we giving you the keys. Like even the players kind of know he finna be coach. You know
Could
what I'm
have
saying?
been. No
And
doubt.
Maybe that's why, because Jalen Milroe is a different type of quarterback. That I would say that you had Jalen Hurts, and other than that, Nick Saban tends to really recruit the same type of quarterback. Jalen Hurts might have been a little bit different, and maybe you could say, what was that brother name from back in the day? Blake Sims. And even he was kind of a pocket guy. And then even Jalen, he's a runner, but he could be considered a pocket sometimes. Sometimes. Not
I
his
think he
best.
started playing better when he was running.
Yeah,
When
that's
he
what
was
it is.
running, he started playing
So
better, and the pocket got way
He
a
get in
little
the
bit.
rhythm.
yeah, so I
Mm-hmm.
think Jalen Milroe is a different type of quarterback. So maybe the guy who's next up was like, that's the guy I want my first year. I want that type of quarterback. So maybe Nick
But
was
the
like, all
thing
right, cool.
about Jalen Mello, he remind me of like a Justin Fields type, a Lamar Jackson type. He athletic, but he has great accuracy. He could throw a deep ball. They're gonna be all right. Even if they have like a mediocre or regular like offensive line, he gonna be all right because he can move around
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
could throw on the
I
run.
think they'll be okay. Now but I could also say the same to also say the Seahawks, since they're still keeping the same players, same personnel. Um, that's a tough one. I think it'll be a
Now,
little bit different, but
I think it's gonna be different.
I don't think the team's record. I think they'll still go 500 next year, depending on who they hire.
I think they maybe go 500 next year. Maybe go one over. But whoever they get in the NFL right now, I'm looking at fucking Dan Campbell. If you ain't Dan Campbell S, and the buddy in Houston is Dan Campbell S, if you ain't got it, nigga, I ain't fucking hiring you. Fuck that. It's over with for them white men walking around spitting seeds, doing this and that. Nah, that's over with, bro. Telling the nigga this or that. Nigga, if you can't get on this motherfucking line with me, don't talk shit to me. I don't want to hear it. If you ain't willing to goddamn do this, that man Dan Campbell do the fucking workouts with them.
He used to play for the Lions.
He used to play for
D'Amico
them.
Ryans used to play for the Texans
he was
back
a
in the
tight
day.
end, right?
So the
Dan,
teams are starting to
Dan
say,
Campbell.
let's hire niggas that actually know our culture. So if I'm the Seahawks, you know how many I don't know about the niggas from the Legion of Boom. He not
Russ retires. And becomes the coach.
Nah, he can't get no head coaching job that quickly. Because even D'Amico Ryans and Dan Campbell had to pay their dues in terms of
It's a new day, nigga.
I would love to see it, but I don't know.
All you have to do is hire a coach who used to play the game. Look at Antonio Pierce. They
and play for
finally,
that team.
after all that losing, they
Well,
finally fired that nigga
Daniels. Yeah.
Daniels. They finally fired him. He trash ever since he left New England. Don't let these boys lie to you. Don't let these boys win a couple championships with Belichick think they something. No, they are trash. They is not that guy. And as soon as they hired Antonio Pierce, what happened? They started drop it. All of a sudden, they throwing the ball to Devontae Adams. They throwing the ball to Myers. They running the ball and giving it to John Jacobs. Damn, it's like we got talent on this team. It's like now they believe in what's being coached. It's like, okay, let's go.
That's a fact.
Totally, it's a mindset. It's a shift. It's, hey, if you know, you know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a fact.
it's a different era of coaches. And like you said, with Antonio Pierce, he might not have played for the Raiders. He played for the Giants
You
back
gotta know,
when they
you
was
gotta
beating
feel,
Brady. That
you gotta have a
man, he
feel for
grew
the
up a Raiders
game.
fan.
I'm about to say, I bet he grew up a
He
Raiders
grew up,
fan or
he from
grew up
LA.
around that way.
Yeah,
Grew
and
up
one thing
around
I
that
thought was
way.
cool about
He's
Antonio
in, he
Pierce was
got
that
he been invested.
he was coaching when he retired. He moved back to LA and started coaching like Long Beach, some high school in Long Beach, coaching up this corner. The Christmas game against Kansas City, that pick six, that was Buddy he used to coach in high school. So it's like, bro, he got the mindset to be like, I know a dude from back in high school when I was coaching high school. Coaches don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Coaches might get a guy they coached, maybe on a few teams prior.
A guy
But
like
you talking about a
Antonio
guy from high
Pierce,
school? Like, dude, yeah, go ahead, man.
a
You know
guy
the
like
dogs.
Antonio Pierce,
That's tough.
a guy like Antonio Pierce, he could watch you play and be like, "Ooh, I like him for this. Put him in this position. Okay, we're gonna make." He fast. He is a track guy. All right, he do the end around. You know what I'm saying? Like they doing that in Vegas.
Yeah,
So I'm
I
just
like
saying,
that.
you gotta look at the trend of the league right now. The
Seattle
people
needs
that's
to do
winning,
that.
the head coaches that are successful, they play the game. If not play for that team.
Yeah, my last point on this, I'll land my plane. If Seattle has any guys from the Legion of Boom that are currently coaching right now, currently coaching, don't just call Richard Sherman. Like, no, he's on Fox, right? He's talking on TV. No, call a
Hey,
guy
Hey,
who's coaching.
he could be coaching though on the side. We don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm talking head
if,
coach. I'm talking head coach.
go ahead. I got somebody. I got a name for you. You gonna like this?
Like
Go
maybe
ahead.
I don't know if
Who?
Chancellor is coaching or somebody from the
It's
Legion
not.
of
He
Boom got
ain't
to be
played for
coaching.
Seattle though. He ain't played for Seattle, but he know what he talking about. That boy Steve Smith. Steve Smith.
Is he a head
Okay.
coach right now though?
Nah, he's on TV talking. There's
Yeah, I
nothing
thought
wrong
he
with
was
that.
doing the same job that Richard Sherman doing.
Yeah,
And Richard, and one thing I'm gonna give Richard the edge over that because the brother graduated from Stanford and he is he can articulate himself very, very well.
He
And
is very highly articulate.
Steve Smith got a past of getting pretty angry and things changed really quick. You know,
Steve Smith, bro, he was
things
my
He
changed
is a
favorite
from,
loud
player
one.
growing up, bro.
Maybe
Steve
okay.
Smith was
Now I
going.
think about it. Yeah,
you know, like
What'd
he
you
might
say,
have
Frank?
changed.
He
He
a
might be a
what?
changed man.
that might be a reach.
Yeah,
So
what'd you say, Frank? What'd you say, Cool? You say he a wild card or
he a wild card. Yeah, he a
wild
wild
card,
card.
yeah,
But he'll
wild
get them
card,
boys to
yeah,
play. He'll get them
yeah.
boys to play.
Energy.
They defense gonna
Definitely.
be on point. The offense gonna be on
Hey,
point. You know that.
I want the man on my staff. I
Yeah,
want
I
him
want
on
him on
my
my
staff.
staff. Yeah,
I
like how
don't
y'all
know if
got
I
over there
want
in
Get him
him.
a
Dallas.
position. See what he do, man. Give him a position. See what he do.
I don't know if I want the nigga leading the whole team. We might
Nah.
have a
He
bunch
gonna
of
walk. He
Draymond
gonna
playing
walk out on the
football.
game. That man is going to walk out on the game because he pissed. Let
That
Gino
mother.
throw. No, let Gino throw 2 picks. He's done.
Hey,
He walking.
man. Hey, look. He walking out. Whole time they think he gone. He in the locker room waiting on them niggas. Got bags all around the fucking thing. Y'all all fucking trash. Get the fuck off my team. Like that. He that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that type of nigga leading your team, man. Like that's a little dangerous.
Exactly.
I'm doing my votes right now for the All-Star.
For the All-Star, I'm gonna do mine this weekend. I'm gonna get right. Oh, it's some NBA. No, that's tomorrow. Oh no, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. There should be some ESPN games tonight, so we can see. What am I about to say? Oh yeah. So breaking news, another breaking news, fellas. John Morant out for the season. He injured in practice. I was wondering. I didn't see the details till later. When I first saw it, I just saw that he was out. But now I saw that it was a injury in practice, and he's gonna have surgery, and it'll be season ended, man. And it's unfortunate. We just got to see the man come back and let him know that he was missed. You know, because a lot of but in them first 25 games, everybody was like, "Oh, it ain't gonna change nothing when he get back." Them boys went hot. Them
Yeah.
boys whipped. They done whipped the Lakers. They done whipped a couple other teams. They done started off like I think they went like 5-3, 6-3 since he got back, and that's solid. You know what I'm saying? Especially given the fact that they were like 10-17, like barely even 10. So
Nah, them boys are struggling. Them boys look like ass. They look like ass. But they had Marcus Smart on the court crying at one point. Like at the end of the game, like crying, like I can't believe this. Oh my gosh. No, like crying. One thing I will give my boys out in Detroit. I did not see none of them niggas crying on the fucking court. All 27 games, even with this crazy ass loss that just happened, and I might even bring it up. But this shit about Ja, man, this is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. I wish y'all were in here or there was a camera on me to see me in here by myself watching that fucking game when he came back. I'm in here
oh,
yelling.
I was in West Palm. We had just
He
left.
went hard.
It was
He
like
went
the
hard.
day
He
after. It
played.
was the day after Atlanta. I was
Right.
down there in
So
Yeah,
West
so
Palm in the
think about
room
that. Think about that
watching.
now. Think about that.
Yeah,
If you doing that, I'm doing that, you doing that. The fucking world was doing that in their living rooms
yeah,
when he came back.
going crazy,
And
bro. That
now
man
and
said,
now
"Oh,
all of that shit is gone, bro. Because this nigga was at practice trying to show niggas, y'all niggas was ass.
yeah." He had to
Y'all
get.
niggas
He was
ain't
on
gonna
his
amount
Jimmy
to shit.
Butler.
Y'all niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? He probably went in there tried to punch on the nigga. And now look.
It's
crashed
unfortunate,
out.
man. It's unfortunate, but speaking of the NBA, we're gonna look at some of these standings real quick before we get up out of here, man. Talk a little bit about it because we haven't really tapped into where the standings are. We covered the NBA as the season has gone on, but yeah, we haven't really got too deep into it. So first, we're gonna take a look at the Eastern standings. Boston up top, not surprised. Bucks up there. 76ers doing good without Harden. Kind of surprised, kind of not surprised because it is just James Harden. Now this right here, fraudulent. We will see. We will see what happens.
They finished
Um,
at 4 or 5 last year. That's about where they
exactly. That's
were.
what I'm saying. Like they'll finish
I
good.
think the Cavs was there. They was either 4 or 5 or 6. One of
Yeah,
those.
yeah, they were like 5 or 6. Yeah, but we know what's gonna happen when they get to the playoffs. Especially if the playoffs if the playoffs started today and they had to play the Heat, 4-1,
I
Right.
gentlemen
like
sweep.
over the Knicks.
But look,
I like the Knicks that beat the 76ers, but that's about it. Everybody else.
what?
Yeah. I see I know
What?
what game you're talking about. Was that the Christmas game? Or was that the one recently? There was another game recently it was recently they just beat the 76ers.
So, well, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna even cap. I'm saying what like I'm going crazy, but that boy OG been going crazy over there,
He
man.
been going
I mean,
nuts.
we tried to explain what type of player they were getting. I didn't think it was a breaking news trade at all, but I definitely think that New York got what they needed on the court because now you have a guy who can play both sides of the court, right and left side, versus RJ Barrett, who's left-handed. He's either shooting or going to the right side. And then
Mm-hmm.
last minute gonna switch left if he needs to because that's always gonna be there. But if somebody's there in the dunker spot, then somebody else is there. So it's just not gonna
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's true.
looking at all of this, you know what I mean? So I think 1, 2, and 3 is gonna stick. You know what I mean? That's gonna stay. After
Yeah,
that,
after that, it's kind of
things can get,
yeah, they're all in the same. It's literally just
but
a matter of these records that come into play. Because other than that, it's the
I
same record pretty much.
I don't see anyone after the Bulls changing too much. I really don't. I mean, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I can see the Hawks making a push,
Yeah,
but
like a little 7 game
they
streak or something.
haven't been playing well.
We ain't
to
got no
the level of what they need to be. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like it's shootouts every game. Like you said, they ain't got no defense. You go Raptors. I mean, they're just trying to gel right now, but I don't really see them. But because I want to give this to Cooley, but before I get this up real quick, pause. The team that we don't see. Can you please?
I was just thinking in my head, I was like, wait, there's 30 teams. There should be 15.
The team that we don't see.
Yeah.
The shit is
Sheesh.
getting ridiculous. They had a 47-point first quarter. They're up dub. In that same game, their most recent game.
This one?
Yes.
Against the
yes.
Kings?
Open it up. In that same game, they lost by 21 points. That's
their problem right there. 15 in the fourth. And then you let them drop double that.
That's the problem? Or it started in the second quarter. Those second quarters.
No, because look. You outscore them here. You tie up here. Oh, yeah, that second half.
They came back and scored the same shit damn near. They came back. Yeah. Let's round up. They had 30 and 40, so they had 70 points by halftime. They had 50 and 20, so they had 70 points by halftime, but you had it off of one quarter. I'd take having 2 quarters where we're being consistent and we're growing over time than fucking one quarter and then now flame out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to happen.
They can't finish the second half and they couldn't finish the fourth.
They can't finish games.
They're starting hot. They come out, tip off, we balling. Come back out at halftime, we balling. End of the half, end of the game.
Yeah. And a lot of their losses, if you look, they're losing in the fourth quarter a lot of times because it'll be some shit like they're up or in the game 5 minutes left. And then it's like, bro, the teams is just outscoring them. Like, they're literally, like, it's like, so, hey, that's all. I just wanted to point that out, man. Like, that shit's ridiculous. They're going to sadly be in the mix for another number 1 pick. I hope they have their pick. They're back to a losing streak of 5 after the losing streak of 29. Hopefully we don't, go back down that road again.
Yeah. And the Wizards are lucky. Like, y'all damn near right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all damn near right there. But one team that's shocking me right now, I keep seeing on TikTok. They got a funny TikTok. These PR social media teams, Orlando Magic. Them Jones are killing me, bro. Every time I see it pop up on the social media, I just get.
I want them to stay in the mix. I want them to stay in the mix. They got a
nice little beat with the song.
They're not gonna make it, Pat.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They're starting to slip. They've been slipping.
They are starting to slip.
And everybody said that because they were saying like it was the scheduling. You know what I'm saying?
The only person that could consistently drop buckets on that team is your boy.
P5. Yeah.
They allow him a lot.
Okay, they got the Florida duel coming.
I'm gonna start getting jerseys of all the niggas I fuck with. I'm about to get me a P5 jersey. I gotta get me a 12 jersey. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah. Because y'all know that was my number in high school.
That's a great duo. Ja and Paolo Banchero.
Man, those two on the same.
I might have to go do that. I might have to run that
and put Anthony Edwards at the 2. Put Anthony Edwards at the 2.
Okay.
Nah.
I don't see nobody beating that squad.
Facts. The only thing about Paolo that kills me is he can't play defense. He cannot play defense. Like,
this is what I'm gonna give you. This is what I'm gonna give you. This is what I'm gonna give you to make up for that. I'm gonna give you Wemby at the 5 to make up for that.
I might even move Paolo if I can find a better 4 defensively. I'll move Paolo to the 3. Depending on
I would. Offensively,
you're right. Defensively, because offensively he can hit a 3. He's a top of the key 3 type of dude. But other than that, offensively, he is a lower post drive to the bucket guy.
And I like that he's driving to the bucket against these slower bigs, so they can't guard him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
we saw what he did to Anthony Davis.
So at the one, oh, but let me ask y'all this. I ain't gonna lie. All right. We gotta do a young nigga squad, right? under
Low or under
25,
25,
under
yeah.
20, like 23 or something like that. Because look, at the 1 right now, I got Tyrese Halliburton. At the 2, I got Anthony Edwards. I'm sorry, Ja, you out of there. At the 2, I gotta go Anthony Edwards. At the 3, I'm gonna come back. At the 4, I got 5. At the 5, I got Wemby. At the 3, mm,
Damn.
what's a young 3 that's budding? Like, I don't really think
Let me
there
look. Let
is
me look at all
one.
these teams. Let me look at all these teams. Who's got a 3? I think they're not under 25. Let's go to
I
the West.
mean,
Anybody over here? Anybody? Who's that guy on the Thunder?
They
Clippers?
say
No.
Chet, man. Chet. What about Chet?
I thought about
Ah,
throwing him at the 3. I ain't gonna lie. I thought
Chet at
about
the
it.
3. You could, or
Hey,
you could
hey,
put
I
him.
know who I put at the 3. Just to show my nigga some love, man. Just to show my nigga some love. I could go Jalen Green, but I'm
Oh,
Jalen,
really
you
gonna
could
go.
also go
I'm
Buddy
nah,
really
over
gonna.
there.
Jalen Johnson
You could go Keegan.
at the 4.
Yeah, I could, but I'm fucking with my nigga over there with the motherfucking Warriors, JK.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
going
gonna put
Jonathan
no. I'm
Kaminga.
going Rui. I'm gonna go Rui at the 3. He had a great
That's a
Who
season
got
last year.
Malik Monk?
That's a 2.
Rui.
Malik is a 2. Malik Monk is
You
a
talking
2.
about Rui Hachimura?
He had a good season last year. This year he been a little bit quiet, but he had a good playoff run. But I'll
JK
just go with
cooking
him.
that nigga.
Who's that?
What's
Who
your
is
5?
JK?
What's your 5? Jonathan Kaminga?
Oh, okay. The guy Warriors.
Yep.
That's a
Quick
3.
twitch. He
That's a
can shoot.
3.
Hey, he can play 3,
Triple J?
4. He's a 3 and a 4. All right. So he's a small 4. He's a big ass 3, but the nigga can guard like on a
What
good
about
day of
Desmond?
1.
What
He can
about
guard
Desmond
2.
Bain? What
I'm
about
straight.
Desmond Bain? No.
I'm straight on the pit
All
bull.
right, here. That's funny. The pit bull. All right, here's my 5. I'll go Ja. Then I'll go Anthony Edwards. Then I'll go Rui, Paolo, and Wemby.
Okay. Don't forget about that boy Scotty Barnes out there. I thought about going Scotty Barnes for the 3 too. I thought about going Scotty Barnes for the 3. I might just because that man is like that. Honorable mention, I'm putting Cade on the bench.
Okay, that's
I'm
valid.
just gonna put him on the
Hey,
bench. He can play whatever he want to play.
He can defend. He a good point guard. He can run your team offense.
Boy, Cade is a bucket. Anything you need.
Man, I ain't really be seeing them. They don't show Detroit.
30 and 10.
No,
I'm
no
gonna tell
prime
you that
time.
right now.
They ain't gonna be on no prime time for a
He
while.
get a good 30 and 10, but yeah. If they had national televised games, they got stripped away.
Oh yeah.
Like,
They'll do that. They'll do that shit.
What about that boy from Cleveland, the point guard?
Garland? No, not Garland. Yeah, Garland.
Yeah, Garland's nice. He's cool.
Garland
But
is nice.
you think he's seeing Tyrese Halliburton 1-on-1?
Yes.
I don't think so personally.
I
I like the
think
twitch because he might because 1-on-1 he might because he got more of a twitch. Tyrese can't play no damn defense, and Garland might because he's smaller. Like Tyrese has a set shot. Tyrese don't have the type shot where he like cook a nigga and just shoot that shit like more often than not. He got a shot where he cook a nigga, pump fake, a nigga think he gonna pass it, then he got your ass. Now he's shooting that shit type shit. So I could see Garland competing, but I don't see him even fucking seeing Ja for even a second on the court. I'm talking about Ja probably do him so damn dirty.
God.
Them
Yeah.
niggas will probably grab a fucking damn
That's crazy.
wheelbarrow
We never
trash
seen that
can and throw
matchup.
him
Yeah,
ass
he'll
away.
probably because Ja too explosive. Like he's very explosive. He got bounce and he shifty with the handle. So it's like
Too much.
Like
too much.
That's true.
But looking over here at this West Coast though, man. What y'all think about the West Coast, bro? The Timberwolves still holding strong.
Yeah, they're still holding strong.
And my boy Ant-Man holding it down for the Georgia niggas, man. That's what's going on. He country. He not spending no money. He balling. He talking.
They want to
He
talk.
not
He
spending
talk,
no money.
and he dropping 30 and 40 a game. And Clown decided to wake up and play basketball this season.
100
That-
racks, bitch.
Oh no.
Hey, I need the Wiz soundbite one
I
time before a
think
nigga hit the Wiz soundbite. 100 racks, bitch.
that's crazy. Yeah. I ain't even gonna speak on Anthony with that one.
That boy
I
dropping
just think
that.
over here it's a little bit like
right.
it's up, kind of similar to what we were talking about with the East. I think this could all get a little bit changed up
It could
differently.
get whacked.
I think the Rockets might slip a little bit soon, kind of similar to how the 8th seed over in the East with the Magic, they might slip.
You got sleeping giants.
I think the Suns are gonna the Suns
giants.
will rise up. The Suns will rise up. I think the Lakers will stay in the play-in tournament because
It's a couple sleeping giants.
Mavericks will slip. I think we got a couple of people that's gonna slip.
I think the Mavs gonna slip.
Telling you.
Mavs might slip a little bit. Warriors.
I don't think the Mavs gonna slip.
Warriors
I don't
will
think the
get
Mavs
right.
gonna slip.
The Mavs,
I
they're
think
a sleeping giant, man. They sleeping.
I think the Rockets gonna slip. The Mavs ain't gonna do shit in the playoffs. I don't think. Like I think the Kings can beat the Mavs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, yeah. They're a
With
much
De'Aaron
older
Fox
team.
and Malik Monk.
I could see the Mavs beating the Pelicans, but I see that game could also series could also come to 6-7.
If
You
they
know what I
got
mean?
Zion playing like how he supposed to, and they got Ingram, they beating the Mavs.
So so I don't really see them doing too much in the postseason. But I mean, looking at that top side of the situation, I do think that it's gonna be like this can be either the passing of the torch or the showing of you guys aren't ready. So we don't give a fuck about the regular season.
Aren't ready. Cat about what? 27, 28? That core, the rest of the team.
But remember,
outside
Bron didn't
of
start
Anthony.
winning. Bron didn't start winning until he was about 28, 29. You got to remember this.
That's
Your
true.
best player has to be the best player on the court.
You're right. Because even when have we seen a champion that's like less than like that?
That's what's wrong with Jordan Poole. The nigga said I did everything I needed to do. I want
that man is like
That's
what, 26?
What's wrong with the man.
25, 26?
26. I think he like 24, 25. Yeah, I think he like 24, 25 because I want to say, yeah, let's look this up.
That's probably where the immaturity comes from.
It is. That's what's wrong with the man. The man, you can't win early.
24.
Kobe,
99, baby. He a 99, baby.
Come on.
Yeah.
Kobe even took a couple years, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes time, bro. Like, you can't just win early because then you're going to think shit sweet. Now you think this how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So,
you think every team got Steph Curry over?
You feel me? You looking for 30 whole time.
Shoot, Steph Curry, they was even like what? Because that's the thing. Curry and LeBron are like what? 3 years apart, if that?
4.
4?
Yeah, 4 years apart.
So, and LeBron, you said he won his at 28. So Curry was young when he won his, but just different mentality.
I was about to say Curry was young, but Curry went to college for like 3-4 years.
Yeah, he
you know
did
what I'm saying?
ride.
So,
and then also that was their first one. But with Jordan Poole, you're already on a winning team. And you act like, you know what I'm saying? It's different.
And you grew up watching this team.
That's why I think it's different. Yeah, you grew up watching it. That's why it's different for Mahomes, because Mahomes put the Chiefs back on. It's different. If you're young and you put the team back on, you're good. But if you young and hop on the team, like look at Kadarius Toney. That's why Kadarius Toney getting over there like,
When was the Chiefs on?
No, I'm saying they weren't on. Now he put them on.
Yeah. No.
They weren't on before.
Because you said back on. Like,
back on.
Like I give Jalen Hurts. I give Jalen Hurts he put the Eagles back on. Because the Eagles was on when we were younger. You know what I mean? Like shit was still rocking. Eagles was different. Put them back on. Kansas City.
I say that because I'm a huge.
I like that.
He put them back on.
I like that because even though it's not the same position, because it was the wide receivers that we were interested in seeing it was Cincinnati. How were they going to get the ball? What were they going to do when they got it? Now we want to see the motherfucker throwing the ball and how
Yeah.
he can get it there to them. So
Yeah,
I give
because
you that.
they had a
But
lot
he
of
still put
receivers. Before
Cincinnati
Joe
still
Burrow,
on.
they had
Put him back on.
Ocho Cinco, Hushman Zada. What's the dude's name? AJ Green for all them years. So yeah, I see what you mean.
Green, yeah.
Ain't at one point they
And
had
then
Ocho
they all
and Terrell at the same
and
time?
T.O. was over
And
there. And
T.O.,
then
yeah.
Marvin Lewis, the coach over there, he did lead them to the playoffs every. Remember, it was like when Andy Dalton was there, and they were going every year, but losing in the first round every year. The Bengals were always in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until Dalton and Lewis left they had that bad year and then brought in Burrow. So yeah, with the Chiefs, I'm a huge NFL history buff. The Chiefs were like the second team. They won the second Super. Like they were in the first couple Super
I
Bowls.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
saw
So
that.
that's why I'm
saw
like
that
back
at the
home
Super
because
Bowl.
they was the
But-
them and the Packers are the
But
OGs
I'm gonna say
of
this.
shit.
I'm gonna say this though. If the
Oh,
Cowboys
shit.
win, I'm not gonna say anybody put us back on.
Yeah,
Niggas,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
been
it's
30
different for y'all.
years.
It's different for
been.
y'all.
You're gonna be like,
It's
we've
not
been on.
different. It's the same thing. They won the second Super Bowl. It wasn't
It's
until
different for
what?
y'all because while y'all haven't been in that 30,
crazy.
yeah, 30-year gap, but within that 30 years, y'all kept believing every year was the year. All these other teams that we just named, Eagles, Bengals, all these, we still in our gap of not being up there, we were like, this ain't our year.
What was your run with Donovan McNabb? What was your run with Donovan McNabb?
I'm
What
saying,
was the runs when Carson
we
Wentz?
had years.
When niggas had
without him.
Carson Wentz, niggas was thinking that they was going.
Oh yeah, because we went and got one. Because we did go wait and get one though. You know what I'm saying? We did get ours.
So
but then then a few years after that, it was like, oh no, this ain't
2
it.
seasons with Michael Vick.
Okay,
I thought y'all was going to.
But with the Cowboys, it's never been like that. It's been every year.
There's years with Romo, niggas was like, we ain't do nothing.
Okay.
We ain't do nothing to get no better. We actually lost niggas once we started losing Marion Barber. Once we started losing all our fucking running backs, then we lost to Marcus Ware. It just started going downhill until we got Dak and Zeke. That's when shit started changing.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
There is plenty of delusional Cowboys fans out there.
Yeah, and I think they cloud out. I think they cloud out the guys that are practical like you and logical about things. But yeah, with that said, I just think that like when you're young and you put a team back on the map, it's different than when you're young and you hop on a team that's already trying to continue their dynasty. Like I said with Kadarius Toney, it's different because he has the potential, but he hops on the team like. He's kind of a Jordan Poole. I'm being honest. I shout out to the Gators, shout out to Tony. You know what I'm saying? But you're a Jordan Poole right now. You got your ring with him as soon as you hopped on the team, and now you just like, I can drop it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't gonna
because they were trying to give him after what he did.
Look,
after what he did in the Super Bowl, they would say, "Oh, he gonna be the next Tyreek because he got that shiftiness. He got the same size as him." People were talking about Tony going into the offseason. Going into the offseason, folks was talking. Look at what he did. Look at what he did in the Super Bowl.
No,
why you
people was talking about
went
Tony
from the Chiefs and then went to Miami and doing the same thing and still elevating because he got the mental, he got the work ethic. He in the locker room, he in the playbook. That man Kadarius Toney ain't got no head, bro.
But we ain't see that until the season.
Tony, were we talking about his play, or were we talking about the tweet that he made towards the Giants? Because I feel like we was talking more about that tweet.
I'm talking
when he told them, "Oh, y'all didn't want me. Now look, nigga,
step up.
Look, nigga,
I got a ring. You're talking about this season, Cooley. You talking about Cooley? You talking about this season? I'm talking about before he started messing up.
He not gonna get the ball over somebody and double cover. He not that guy, man.
Okay, let's go back to the Super Bowl. Cooley, you going off this season? You going off this season of what we seen. You going off of what we seen this season out of him. Before in that Super Bowl, he got the punt return. He had the touchdown. He put them boys on. He helped get them they win. So going into the offseason, people was looking at Tony like, oh, this is their new Tyreek Hill. He can do some of the same things we just saw Tyreek do for them. He has the potential to do that. But then the moment the Detroit Lions pulled up to him,
Spider to a Volkswagen or
I'm saying what
a
people were saying.
Okay.
I'm saying what
Kia
people were saying. They were going off the Super Bowl. They were going
Little
off
Shaggy.
that. But now that
I never heard that, Jamel.
I
ain't
did.
never heard
I heard
that.
it. I heard it.
Because this nigga
I ain't
Kadarius
never heard
Toney,
that. This breaking
I'm gonna tell you
news.
the truth. I ain't even knew the nigga was on their team when he won the fucking Super Bowl. All I knew is he tweeted them niggas at the after the Super Bowl and told the Giants, "Oh yeah, y'all should have re-signed me." All my teammates that was talking shit, all my teammates who said I wasn't shit. Now look, nigga, I'm a Super Bowl champion. That's all I knew, and that's how I found out.
And
the
I'm
nigga won the Super
and I'm
Bowl.
biased because I've known him since he was a freshman in college. That's why I'm a little biased to it. I've known him for a while because he's a Gator. So it's like, okay, I've known him.
Oh,
And
them damn Gators, man. Y'all be
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
but
Did he
yeah,
win a
so
ring with the Gators?
Yeah,
Did he win a ring?
Tebow, them
you know,
niggas be
you know
crazy.
Florida ain't won no damn ring recently.
You wanna know why he didn't?
Tyreek Hill didn't win a ring in college. Like nobody, not a lot.
You
of
want to know
people
why
win
he
it.
didn't? Because he ain't
Most
got
of
no
the people
fucking
that-
hands. He probably ain't had no
But
hands.
we
in
ain't
college.
know that.
Got no
We
big.
ain't, no, he did. That's the thing. We didn't see this out of him until this season. Prior to this, that was not none of that. In that Super Bowl game, we saw this man play crazy. Even
So he
before
probably
the Super
got
Bowl.
stuff going on at home.
No, he had the Jordan Poole effect in the offseason and said,
Nah,
I got my ring. And then as
'Cause
soon
I'm
as
saying-
Detroit
Stop
pulls
playing
up,
around.
that is true though. He could be the Jordan Poole effect. Honestly,
yeah, that's why I'm comparing it. That's why I'm comparing it to where you had the potential to be the next star of this team, just like Tony had the potential to be the next star.
and
But as soon as Detroit pulled up, they exposed you and said, "Nah, you just
he
not on the
making
team
he
at the right
making
time."
Pat Mahomes mad and shit. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah, we
So
seeing Pat Mahomes
and
turn.
Steph was
turn
mad
left.
at Jordan Poole and shit. So this could be.
Yeah, that's all the comparison is. But don't, like I said, at the end of the day, he's not Tyreek. But I'm saying there was a little bit of
They
talk
just
about
not-
that
they
based
not-
off that
they-
Super Bowl performance. A
You
lot
got
of people were saying
talent,
he's
but
next
you
up.
just you don't got your head on. So your head not in the game. You got stuff going on outside of it. I think.
Detroit Bolton right now, bro. You got to get your head in the game.
He's stupid. But yeah, we're gonna get up out of here, y'all boys. It was good talking about NFL, NBA, and reminiscing on some good old, back in the day moments.
The whole
You know what
spiel.
I'm saying? So yeah, man, just stay,
Spiel.
stay heavily opinionated, everybody. We're gonna be back next week.
Heavily.
Shout out to everybody that rock with us. Keep running up the likes in the what's up?
Oh no! Keep going. You keep going.
Okay, yeah. Keep
Before we
running
get
up the
outta here.
likes and the TikToks and everything, man. Just keep running those up. We doing well with the shorts. Y'all fucking with them. So we gonna keep giving them to y'all as much as we can. Go ahead, Pat. What you got to say?
Pooler, you got anything you want to say?
I just want to thank everybody out there for watching. We at 39. Run it up, man. Get us to 50, man.
Yeah, get us to 50 before the end
We're
of
gonna go on another trip.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
You get us to a certain number, we gonna go do something. We see the cities that fuck with us. So I ain't gonna speak on them yet. We gonna speak on them another day. But we see some of the cities that's fucking with us, and we fuck with y'all too over there. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Pat. What you got to tell them?
Y'all hear this?
No, you doing this again. We cannot hear this shit.
I'm trying to get. Did y'all hear it out?
No. No. This nigga about to show us the lyrics. We can't even see you though. There it goes. I figured that's what it was.
Motherfucking champion.
I figured that's what it was.
This
Hey,
is
man.
crazy. I don't understand why y'all can't hear this, but you know what I'm saying?
Respectfully though. Respect. I was
I
about
just
to
wanna
pull up
let
to
y'all
Ann Arbor
know.
that night. But I was like, I saw some of the videos. They going crazy. Everything's on fire.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I don't
yeah.
think I want to go no more. let Detroit.
We still turning up out there, man. Hey.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, as y'all should. But we out of here, y'all boys. Stay heavily opinionated. Peace.